In episode before, we talked about some cases of nouns. In this episode, we'll talk about the ones Anne taught. The next case of noun, precisely the fourth one, is vocative case. This case is used to show direct address. To simply say that, it is used when we are talking to somebody or something directly. In English, words in the vocative case are offset using commas. For example, Robin, are you coming to the concert? Jem, are you serious? Alice, come here. The fifth case of noun is a positive case. This case lets a noun sit next to another noun to rename it or to describe it in another way. The word positive comes from a Latin word which means to put near. For example, Peter, the teacher, is waiting outside. Carlos, the student, talks a lot. The teacher, Jack, works really hard. In all examples, nouns, the teacher, the student, Jack, were close to other nouns giving explanations about them. The sixth case of noun is subject complement case. In this case, a noun follows a linking verb and identifies or describes the subject. For example, he is Rob. The box is a prison. In examples, we had nouns were used after to-be verbs, which they all are linking verbs. Now that we got what cases of nouns are, let's get going toward genders of noun. There are 4 genders for a noun, which are masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, neuter gender. To start with the first one, masculine gender, it refers to words for a male figure or a male member of a species. For example, man, father, boy, husband. All of them are men. The second one, feminine gender. It refers to words for a female figure or a female member of a species. For example, woman, mother, girl, or wife. The third one, common gender. It refers to members of a species and does not specify the gender. For example, teacher, driver, doctor, student, friend. The last one, neuter gender. It refers to things that have no gender. For example, table, computer, door, book. The next category of noun is kind. There are 2 general kinds for all nouns: common nouns and proper nouns. To start with the first one, a noun that names a class of persons or things or any individual of a class and that may occur with a limiting modifier as a, often heard as a, the, some, or every. The words child, city, and day are all common nouns. There are some types of common nouns. The first one is concrete noun. A concrete noun is a noun that can be identified through one of the 5 senses like taste, touch, sight, hearing, or smell. For example, would someone please answer the phone? In that sentence, the noun phone is a concrete noun. You can touch it, see it, hear it, and maybe even smell it or taste it. Or another example, what is that noise? Even though noise can't be touched and the noise may even be coming from several places, you can hear the noise, so it is a concrete noun. The next example, after his retirement, Mr. James pursued his dream of photographing rainbows. Rainbows is a concrete noun, they can be seen. Mr. James is also a concrete noun, but dream and retirement are not. These nouns are considered abstract nouns. Abstract nouns is the second type of common nouns, then let's understand it. An abstract noun is a noun that cannot be perceived using one of the 5 senses, for example, taste, touch, sight, hearing, or smelling. For example, we can't imagine the courage it took to do that. Courage is an abstract noun because it cannot be seen, heard, tasted, touched, or smelled. Below are 2 more examples of abstract nouns in context. Early paleontologists assumed that the small brains of some dinosaurs indicated the stupidity of the species. Higher education is strongly recommended. You now know that the stupidity and education both are abstract nouns. We, in this episode, understood general types of noun and also got to know 2 kinds of common nouns. In next episode, we'll talk about further kinds of common nouns. If you want to reach us further, kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on all the notifications. Best wishes.